Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to solve the system in algebra, as it says here, and it's like a little, like a smiling guy with like a light bulb because it's really fun. And if you learn it, it'll probably help you on tests or whatever, and that'll be cool. So, I'm going to teach you how to solve the system in algebra. This is algebra 2, by the way, so it's a little harder than algebra 1. Okay, so a system. The systems are put into these pretty little brackets like that. So let me give you an example. X minus y equals 11, like that. And then 2x plus y equals 19. See? That's a system. Now, we look for additive inverse. Additive inverse is like, what's 2? Or what's the opposite of 2? It's negative 2, right? Everyone knows that. Oh, it accidentally deleted the 9. Everyone knows that the opposite of 2 is negative 2. So the opposite of negative 15 is positive 15. And what you want to do is you want to find that so that when you add them together, it'll take away like one variable from it. So that you can solve for the other variable. X and 2x right there. But they are not additive inverse because for that to happen, the x up here, that would have to be negative 2. Or this or this positive 2x down here would have to be negative x, you know? And this right here is additive inverse because it's negative 1 and positive 1 because there's understood ones in front of the variables. So we can do something with that. So 0 right there, and this is going to equal 3x like that. And then over here, that's going to equal 30. 11 plus 19, that's 30. So once we've found that additive inverse, it's going to be 0, and then you put the rest down, or you add them all together. It's sweet, right? So now that we have that, we can solve for x, since that's the only variable that we have right now. So the way we want to get x by itself, and x by itself, the only way to do that is the number next to the x, just 3, and we're going to divide it by itself, so that we get rid of this 3. It's going to cancel out and leave you just x. But whatever we do to this side, we have to do to this side. So we're going to also divide 30 by 3, which was up here in that x, which that is 10. So x equals 10. And now that we have that, we could take any one of these two lovely equations and fit 10 into where there are x's. So let's just take the bottom one. I like the bottom one. 2x, but we know x is 10. So 10 like that. Plus y equals 19, just like that. And now that we have that, we gotta solve for y, which means the way to solve for y is you have to get y by itself. So we're gonna take this and, by the way, distribute. It's in the parentheses, and this right next to the parentheses. You gotta distribute that. That's the rule, and that's gonna be 20. And now that we have that, you drop everything down. Y and the 19 too. You can drop that 19 down. Now that you have that, you want to get y by itself. So which means you got to put this 20 over to where the regular numbers are with no variables in front of them. So when you do that, you see this line right here, this fancy line. It's called cross the line, change the sign. So when you cross the line, when you cross the number to the other side of the line, it turns into negative because you change the sign. 19 minus 20. And this is still going to say positive y, but there's an understood 1 there because in front of all variables. So we want to get y by itself. So you want to take that 1 and divide it by, or you want to take that 1y and divide it by 1. And whatever you do to this side, you have to do to this side. So the negative 20 plus 19, that's going to be negative 1. So negative 1 divided by 1. See? So we take this one from over here, since we divided it to the whole thing, and we divided by this negative 1 that we got. Y equals negative 1. Now we have our solution to the system. See? X is 10 and y is negative 1. That's the solution. But you always want to double check your work because you don't want to turn it in and get a bad grade. So take any one of these two lovely equations again, any one you want, and you fit x and y into both of them. So let's just do the top one since we already did the bottom one. But look here. So whenever you substitute things, it's gonna be in parentheses. Or yeah, like whenever you do that, it's gonna be in parentheses. But you see this right here, the parentheses, how it kind of looks like a plus sign when there's a negative on this side and a negative on that side, and then this parentheses in it. When you see that, it means it's gonna be positive. It's gonna make this whole part right here positive, which is kind of cool actually. Instead of it being like -1 and then you would just do 10 minus 1, it's actually going to be a positive 1. So then it's actually just going to be 10 plus 1. Oh, sorry, that's really big. Plus 1, which does equal 11. So that's checking our work. And when you do that to the other one too, which I already know it's going to be right. And that's how you solve the system in algebra. I hope you guys had lots of fun learning, and I hope you use this to your advantage one day. So, like, I don't know, probably get you a girlfriend or something. I don't know. I haven't looked into it, but it's very good to learn. And I learned it from Miss Garcia, and she's a really good teacher. I wouldn't say that to her face though, because I'd be too embarrassed to say that.